WNST, Towson, Baltimore, and WNST.net. We're in Atlanta, Super Bowl 53, hometown of this guy. At one point, he was at Wake Forest. At one point, he was in Baltimore. Now he's down here living the good life, ice skating up and down Peachtree here for Super Bowl 53. The man, the myth, the legend. You knew him with a crab cake somewhere on Harford Road. We welcome Ovi Mihaly back in. What's going on, big guy? Man, how are you, man?
I'm doing good. So much is going on. I have absolutely been blessed to play this game we call foosball for 10 years, then to go on to do some TV and radio, and now working in the medical sales space and working my foundations. I'm hecka busy, but I'm loving every second for it.
Atlanta, home, huh?
Yes. I got my babies here, my wife here, my beautiful, wonderful, lovely wife. And no, she's not sitting right next to me. I'm saying this because she can hear me. But my wife is so amazing, Nestor. How amazing is she? She's so amazing that she does whatever I need her to do. She's my wife.
Is that your wife?
Yeah, it's my wife.
Yeah, my wife gets here on Thursday, and he butters my wife up too. If you want, it's a God's honest truth. My wife loves him too, so it's all good here. Oh, what are you doing here? You've got Mark with you. I want you to explain to our audience, and we'll talk some football. We'll catch up, do all that good stuff.
So what I'm doing here is that we're really promoting some of the work I'm doing in my nonprofit to use sports to promote sustainability, because we want to educate and inspire the next generation of environmental youth. Because tell
me what your parents did for a living.
My parents were my dad's an OBGYN. He's a doctor, and my mom has an MBA, runs his 2-3 practices, and I was going to be a doctor.
Well, they instilled all this upon you
they
long
did.
Before you were a battering ram.
A sense of just service and fighting for those who can't fight for themselves, being a voice for those who don't have a voice. And right now, no one's speaking up for our planet. And my kids, your kids, all kids,
this dingbat running the country tweeted this morning.
I saw that
global warming can't be real because
it's
cold in Chicago.
You just laugh, keep on moving. But the thing is, whether you believe it or not, you got to deal with it. The hurricanes, the floods, all the issues, the high rates of asthma. These are things that are going to affect the people we love. And rather than trying to beat it over people's heads, you kind of find some way to segment or be a catalyst for you to have that conversation. And sports is that great unifier. Everyone loves sports. Everyone loves to talk about sports. And if you do love sports, you got to realize that you got to breathe air and drink water and play on God's green earth to play the sport we love. We got to protect this so for generations we can continue doing so. And my way of getting that word out is through comics, through graphic novels. We partner with UNICEF, like the United Nations, and a group called Comics Uniting Nations, where we talk about the SDGs, the Sustainable Development Goals, which all the leaders of the earth came together and said, we want to be able to have 17 goals that can be followed by all the countries so we can make the world a better place. Problem is, it's real wordy. So they said, let's get comics to tell this story as well. So we've been really blessed to have some great partners. Matt Barr, the co-creator of the comic, has been amazing.
Not Matt Barr, the old kicker from Penn State.
Nah, not that Matt Barr.
Just make it short.
Different Matt Barr. But
I dated a girl named Diana Barr, my first girlfriend. She said her mom almost named her Candy.
Wow, she dodged one. But
I'm happy for Matt Barr.
Two big things is that we have a crowdfunding campaign starting on projectsforgood.com where you can support us and the work we're doing. But our website is—it's
a comic book. I'm allowed to be funny.
You're definitely allowed to be funny. I thought it was pretty funny. I laughed.
But it's true. It's not a joke. It's true.
Yeah,
it's true. It's true.
projectsforgood.com is what we're doing for our crowdfunding campaign. And our website was done by 48and48.org. And that's where this handsome guy to my right comes in.
All right, come on. Tell me about Mark here.
Mark is doing some amazing work.
So you did 48 and 48. What's 48 and 48?
There you go.
What's that all about?
So our vision is in 2025.
I got to turn your microphone. Go ahead. I got you.
So in 2025, we are going to hold 48 events simultaneously around the world. 48 events where we serve 48 nonprofits at each event, building their websites for them in 48 hours, so over one weekend. So it'll be over 10,000 volunteers, 2,300 nonprofits served, and over $75 million.
Can I be one of them? Can you build me a website right now?
Do you have a nonprofit?
I will in about 30 days.
If you are a 501c3.
Really?
No.
Honestly?
I got things happening.
Okay. Yeah, then absolutely. And so we are actually growing right now. We just held our Super Service event here in Atlanta this past weekend. It was presented by Delta Airlines at the Atlanta Super Bowl host committee. So it was a huge event held at Atlanta Tech Village. We had over 150 volunteers build 48 websites in 48 hours, and it was over $1.5 million of impact just this weekend alone. So we've and Ovi came on board, and we built his. What do you think of your website, buddy?
It's absolutely positively amazing because my website was all right, but now it's something that I can be proud of and that clearly defines our message and what we're trying to do. So I love it.
Man, I love having you on. There's always energy when Obi Mahaley's around, man. There's no doubt about it. Yeah. Give me a little love for Atlanta and for the Super Bowl here.
Yeah.
The new stadium. I was here about 8 weeks ago. I had you on, I think, at that week. I got down here. The rooms were all expensive. I couldn't figure out why. And it was the Georgia-Alabama's SEC championship game, and then the Ravens played the next day. So I was here. I saw what SEC football looked like here on a Saturday. I also saw what the NFL looked like here on a Sunday.
Yeah.
But also feeling, the Dominique Wilkins statue and the Olympic Park and all the. I've been coming here for 30 years. You can have Final Fours, and hey, Maryland cut the nets down here. This is where we won. But a Super Bowl only comes around once a generation. I was here 20 years ago when it happened. I ice skated up and down Peachtree then, through Midtown. Almost busted my butt at the Fox Theater, seeing Leonard Skinner. But I got over it.
Yeah.
This one, this is this generation that you live here. Is the Super Bowl going to, swallow this place up, or is the place going to swallow the Super Bowl up?
I think that it's a happy medium because we have enough stuff going down in Atlanta to where the Super Bowl won't overwhelm it. Smaller cities, it would overwhelm it in a crazy way. But Atlanta's a big city, and we have a lot going on. And there are people who are Super Bowl, whatever. I'm going to go watch a theater show at Fox, or I'm going to go, watch a Hawks game. I don't know.
It's a multicultural. It's a huge place.
It is. But I think that the Super Bowl made the right decision coming to Atlanta because we are prepared for it. We've dealt with a lot of Final Fours and SEC championship games and just craziness to where it's
Luke,
not
he went to the host
us.
committee party the other night.
Yes.
He's got the line.
Hey.
I wouldn't expect anything else. I woke up this morning. I walked in the media room in Atlanta. They served me cheese grits for breakfast.
Hey.
My mother's Southern, you know that. If cheese grits are on the menu in the morning and biscuits, I'm in a good place.
Thumbs up.
Take care of yourself, man. Thanks for coming by. Give everybody how to find 48 and 48. Give me the whole lowdown here.
Yeah, come visit us at get involved at 48and48.org, 48and48.org. And we've got 10 markets we'll be in the U.S. this year, and then we'll be in London as well for a second international effort at the end of this year. 48.
You need me to open up the London wing, let me know.
Let's go.
I prefer the Sydney office, honestly,
right.
when things break down here. But we're going to try to keep here together for now.
Absolutely.
So
come join us.
We're going to get Baltimore right first.
Got to. And for me, it's omfgreen.org to buy some comics and projectsforgood.com to support our cause.
All right, man. Let's save the earth. I was very worried a couple years ago. You do planet stuff and global warming and this clown running our country right now, hopefully for a very limited time.
Yeah, a couple more years.
I was down at the bottom of the world in New Zealand 2 years ago this month. So after my wife didn't go to the Houston Super Bowl, I went home, we collected our stuff, we flew to New Zealand. Springsteen was involved. Things happen, right? So went to the bottom of the bottom below Queenstown, one of the most beautiful places on earth. A place called Manapuri. You can Google, look it up. There's a place down there called Doubtful Sound, where you go out through this choppy water and there's, penguins and, all that kind of stuff that you would see at the bottom of the earth.
Yeah.
And there were people down there that, live there that run these tours. And I looked up on the mountain and they said, you see the top of that mountain? And I'm like, yeah, the top of the mountain. It's really nice up there. And this 70-year-old guy says, I've never seen the top of that mountain because it's had snow on it all my life. And it doesn't anymore.
Wow.
And I want you folks on the boat to know.
Yeah.
And this is before, it wasn't before this clown got elected, but right around that period of time where we're actually having a debate amongst scientists with people as to whether this is real or not. And I've got human beings that are 70 years old that have lived in the south of New Zealand that have never, ever seen the top of a mountain that are now looking at it for the first time in their life.
Yeah.
Because the temperatures in that part of the world, the extreme is very obvious to the naked eye, as it should be to the people of Chicago and Minneapolis this week, right? As the polar vortex that any first-year meteorology student at any community college could explain to you that it should not be living over, Chicago right now, right? Get me on my soapbox. Get me all pissed off.
Too late.
No, but dude, I mean,
You're right.
come over here. You know, a football player comes over here with global warming stuff. I want to make sure this is getting widely embraced by anyone who's thinking.
Yeah.
And talking to other people and moving about the planet. When 30-year pilots start flying over the North Pole and can see the ground all of a sudden, which they've never been able to do in 30 years of flying, we might want to listen to that a little bit, right?
I agree with you, 100%.
Go buy his comic. Give him the website again.
Let
me get off my rant. Have they opened the bar here?
OMFgreen.org. Come check us out.
You're too healthy for all that.
Yeah, man.
You drinking grass, wheat juice
No,
and stuff?